Hello everyone, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 51st Road to 3000 live stream where we have managed to get this rating in Blitz, Bullet and Puzzles, but the most important part is left, in Rapid Time Control. Currently our live rating is 28-29, which gives us the 7th rank among Chess.com players, and our goal should be that over the series of these streams, to increase the rating points, have better quality games, and have fun most importantly. Without further ado, let's get started. Okay. We had a long break actually. I hope everything is fine. It's all visible. Let me just double check real quick. Also in chat, please let me know if you can hear me well, if the sound quality is good, everything is set, and we will start. As you noticed, we have a bit different design for now. I believe we have upgraded the design. Seems to be fine. Everything is good. Hello everyone. Hello Cameron. All good. Hi Cody. How are you doing? I'll say if you need any assistance. Thank you. Appreciate it, Cody. Let's get started. Long time no see. Okay. So, just for the quick heads up, I will open the account and keep you posted of what is going on the right now. So, just look, guys. Currently, we have in Rapid 29-28. So we managed to cross in Bullet 3002. I was just playing it by my own, wanted to increase some rating points, and we did it. Blitz 3005, Puzzles 3005 as well, and now we have got to work on Rapid. So this is the last part left for our journey, but this is gonna take forever, I have the feeling, if we ever manage to do that. Let's go to the leaderboards, and when we check this out, we are on the 7th place. Now Hikaru is back to playing some Rapid because there was a competition in esports series and all these guys have played. Magnus increased the rating points roughly by 30 because he played a lot, and it's gonna make it even more challenging, but our task doesn't change. Road to 3000 remains the same. So without further ado, let's get started, and I really hope we will not have difficulties finding the pairing, because that probably will be the most challenging part. So we are all on the same page now. We all understand what is the goal, and let's start. Thing is good. LM. You need the GM title. Maybe this time will come as well, LM. I'll try to participate more into over-the-board classical tournaments. Hello, George. I'm good. How about you? I'm doing well. Thanks, Cody. I feel like this account is... No, you know that. Look at that. 96%, 94 points. No. Absolutely not. We do the procedure. Here. Lock. Here we go. So look, guys. Just in case if you ever forgot, 1300 in puzzles, only playing Rapid Time Control. Look at the accuracies. 97.2, 92.9, 92, 96, 94.8. I can probably even report him too. without even checking any of his games. Here we go. We play the next one. All good, George. Thanks for asking. Can we play? I don't accept the challenges, but if we randomly get paired, no problem. Yeah, just for the reference, when you see such players with only one rating, it is relatively new account, etc., and it looks suspicious, I'm not going to, go through all the games. Something looks strange, I'm just not accepting. Done. Let's see. This account is old. 2012. Okay, looks legit. Looks legit. Okay, let's go. Let's go. E4, C5. I'll try knight F3. L'homme des roues. Bishop B5. We've got Rossolimo with the knight F6. This is a bit rare variation. Few options that we can try against it. One of them is knight c3, another is just to push e5. Which one should we choose? That's the question of the day. How about I push the pawn forward? Let's go for that. And after knight d5, I'll go for the castle or c3. Let's go with c3. I think it will do a better job than the other versions. Did you watch esports? Actually, I've seen some of the games, yes. It's quite fun to check it out. I really like how chess is getting developed for esports and whatnot, because it will give more visibility and better attention to chess players. Let's take the bishop back. Potentially we are planning to go for a castle, maybe d4 when the time is right. Hello, David. What nation has the best chess players according to you? India, I think, has the best chess players overall. I would say India and Russia, these two. But I would lean more towards India. Let's take the pawn. I'm not sure if the pawn push is that amazing altogether for him. I can make a castle on the next move, potentially planning to go with d4 breakthroughs as well. You know, these two things together don't really match, in my opinion. How's Lizzie doing, Cody? You're the best chess streamer. Thank you, Em. I'm far away from it, but I appreciate it. What's your most famous win? I've had quite a few over the board. Probably against Alireza was the best. Over the board. No, come on. Disconnected. Hopefully he comes back. We don't want the points like that. Okay, good. Good. He's back. Let's make a castle. Do on every move to find out the best move for your opponents. No, actually, during the rapid time controls, it's difficult to control it. When the time is little, maybe, but other than that, it's quite a challenge to make it work. But in classical chess, of course, try my best to get there. G6. Have you ever played with Magnus? Actually, I've never played with him personally. And neither have I tried Magnus Tactics. Hang on. D4 is a must. We need to open up the files. Uzbekistan has some strong players too. I would put Uzbekistan in top 3 for sure. India, Russia, and Uzbekistan probably nowadays are the leaders in chess field. Okay, depends on how you look at it. China as well should be considered as well, because look, they've got all top 5 players, I think the highest rated, and world champions in a women category though, so hard to judge. What do you think, guys? Who are the best nations? It's good, she just watches the birds all the time. Sweet. Time to time I see the videos on Facebook. The stories. სადაც და ჰიკარუს გადაასწრე. ნახოთ. რეალურად ჰიკარუ არ გვაინტერესებს, ჩვენ 3000 რეიტინგი გვინდა. Thank you and hello for the follow. Welcome on board, guys. They advise me to study openings from books. I'm 1800 FIDE. LM, it's difficult actually to learn from the books. It's... I'm really sorry about that. That we won like this, but okay, win is a win. We don't mind. From the books, I wouldn't really advise. Usually it's getting quite outdated, but I would advise you to check out the other material. Specifically, if you would like to learn really well, just go ahead and check out the link in the description on my academy. You get a lot of access to many other things. Okay, seems like here it's fine to play knight c3, e5 is an option too. Specifically, this setup is totally okay. But I'm a bit surprised about his d5 move. I expect him to play something like g6 followed by bishop g7. Just to play a bit more modestly, because he already committed to f3 setup. But sorry, b5, but okay. Just a moment, guys. Let me choose the music. So that was a bit strange to me, but okay, d5. We took, queen takes, castle. d4 is a correct reaction. Apparently after c takes d4, what do you think, guys, is the best move for white after black takes? She just watches the birds all the time. Sweet. Hello, Ison champion. How's it going? USA has some good players. Well, clearly, USA should be there too. So I would say if I need to say top 5. Okay, top 5. Hang on. How would you put top 5? One has to be India, number 1. Second, probably I would put Russia. The third should be United States. Fourth, Uzbekistan. And fifth, China. I would put it like that. What do you think, guys? What are your thoughts? Yeah, we actually need to go bishop e4 apparently. ეს მოტივაციად დაკარგე ახლოს ხარ. არ დამიკარგავს, უბრალოდ სამსახურიდან ვერ შევძლებ ამდენი შვებულების აღებას. როცა მოვა დრო, აუცილებლად დავიწყებ თამაშს და იმედი მაქვს გაგახარებთ. The opening that was used to reach this position, it was Rosolimo. Cillian. Thank you guys for the follow. Salami. Okay, so how do you protect the pawn? We don't actually protect it. That's the catch. We go bishop f4 and use the fact that his pieces are hanging in the air. Currently a preferable option. Okay, let's move on, guys. Rook e1 is also a good shot too. That is also a good shot. By the way, how do you like my new design, guys? Is it cool? Is the board cropped, by the way, or is it visible normally? Oh, hang on. Who is that? Let's see. Okay. Looks legit. Alright, let's go c4, c5. G3. Symmetrical. I'll try knight f6 followed by d5. Let me see how he handles that. It is one of those like modern versions of playing. I play this quite rarely, but let me see how he plays out. The plan is to go with e5, kind of stabilize, knight e1. That's an interesting move, though. Looks godly. Perfect. You'll play the Olympiad? No, I will not be playing the Olympiad. Knight e1. What's the plan? It looks a bit slow, though. Does he want to take it? Maybe. Maybe. Do I allow it? I think so. You know what? I'll just protect it. I don't want to let him double up the pawns like that for me. I think he's aware of some new variation. If we'll consider the speed he's playing. If I go c4, he takes there. If I go bishop takes, there comes knight e5. Okay, I see that. Interesting one, though. If I go for bishop d6, probably he wants knight e4. He definitely surprised me. But okay, I will still put the bishop here. Knight e4, okay, just queen e7, he takes, I'll take it back. If something, knight will come to e6 square. Oh, he chose a bit more modest variation. I'm not sure about that anymore. I'll go for the castle. Hello everyone, welcome on board. Thank you for the follows, likes, etc. I appreciate it, guys. Bishop a3. Конец спасибо. Гаумар just got the gun. Feed rating over 2400. Hello, Kennedy. It's been a while. Yes, I'm back. Okay, bishop a3. We really need this pawn to be well guarded. First, we overprotect the pawn. Then we can think about the rest, like moving the rook away something. I don't think his opening was all that successful, guys. Even though he played relatively fast, something doesn't feel right. Okay, here we go. And this is a confirmation. He just moved the bishop back on b2. Have you played Gotham? Actually, very recently I played with him. I can show you the game later too. Just remind me a bit later, guys. Bishop b2. It's f5. Move. Must be. I think we've got a brilliant structure and a decent amount of space in the center. What do you think? And he's just shuffling the pieces around without much purpose, in my opinion. Yergi, how was the tournament in Jeddah? Jeddah tournament was quite nice, actually. I enjoyed a lot. And I got the second place, got a good prize. And I really like the fact that it's growing. Chess is growing over there too. I wish to see more locals participating in this tournament though, other than expats. Jeddah is in Saudi Arabia, and they frequently organize good events there. And I really wish to see more Saudi players. So maybe the Federation is planning to do something about it. Because most of them are like me, you know, participants coming from different countries. Knight d5. Can actually take it. This bishop will be a bit offside. Then he's planning to go after my pawn. Can't allow it. Can I? Not really. If I push, let's push the pawn forward. See how he plays. We played Hikaru. I don't remember, actually. Maybe, but I can't recall. Maybe yes, somewhere bullet. More likely, if I did. How about that? Let's just take this guy. Maybe kick him out. Get some activity. There isn't that many 2000 plus Saudi players. I think it's time. It's time for Saudi to work on it. I've got to take this one. His king is a bit weakened. Maybe we can use it. How about we move the queen over there, maybe paying attention to these. I'm always happy to play in Saudi though. I like the place. We can try to bring the rook in action too. Or maneuver the knight and jump on d3 square. We've got a few good options, I believe. Okay, I think putting the knight on d3 square is preferable. And that should be the priority over than moving the rook on this square and stabilizing the position. d4 was expected move, but I'm gonna take this one. I would gladly give up my light square bishop though. But okay, we have some other options, such as these. Just moves the bishop here, I guess. I kind of don't believe in it. I'll take it. He takes, I'll take it back. We keep going. What is he going to do now? Probably he will take the rook, but his king looks tough. You do that, what about your castle? My king is already safe. a3, I'm happy to bring the knight on c2 and, you know, got some threats that he needs to protect. Hello Loom, doing great, how about you, man? Thanks for joining. Okay, so what is he going to do? I'm not sure about the precision of the moves, what he just did. Hi Yusuf, thank you for the gifts. So what I think right now is probably he might take it. I'll capture it back. Most likely queen f3 looks logical. I can play bishop d5 and queen g3. Even though not training the queens is fine too. Okay, I chose that direction. I see now. Let's go for knight c2. It's not gonna damage anything. Queen d3. I'll take it. Am I getting mated somewhere? Okay. Let's lift the rook up. Captures, check. And goes away. I think he can hold it together. Can try this too. I think I've got enough to try this. And the mosquitoes grazings there. Hi, Cecil. That should be good enough. Because we have quite a good amount of material play at the end. If he plays f4 and takes it, we will do the game analysis shortly, guys. Let me just play it first. So we go queen f6. The thing is that if he takes, I'm ready to capture it back. And let's say he goes bishop a8. I could try knight b3. And at the end, we've got an extra pawn, but more importantly, connected passers. Yes, he does have a bishop pair, but I'm not sure how good is it going to be and how much it would affect the outcome of the game. Why not queen g4, by the way? That was also a possible option too. I'll just take it. He goes there. I need my knight back. Not planning to give up anything. No, there, knight d2 works. Okay, rematch, no problem. Let's accept. Okay, let's go for e4. c5. Do we have the same setup? Is he gonna play knight f6 too? No, play something different. e5. Let me try castle. Let's see. He wants to develop the pieces. Knight f6, or I think it's called like kind of snake variation, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go d3. That would help. Last game was draw. No, actually, he resigned because there was knight d2, what he blundered. He saw it and resigned shortly after. But objectively, I was up pawn, so we were leading in that game. Okay, a6, I go back, knight f6. I can try to work on the d5 square, but I don't like the fact that he has this option available. Knight g5 wouldn't do much. Castle and this bishop will be gone in short order. Alright, I'll just go a4. I'll try to make sure that there is no b5 coming up, and maybe now I can try this. And then later knight c3, knight d5 ideas. How did you only get 3 plus 3? No, plus 3? This is amazing, actually, guys. By the way, it's such a rare occasion that we get plus 3. I'm shocked. Probably it's been a long time I haven't played it, that's why it gives plus 3. Usually we get plus 1, plus 2 in the best case scenario. But if I lose the game, Chess.com is not gonna take easy on us. We drop everything, literally. Let's go knight c3, knight d5 coming up. Not right away, because he has this, but maybe we can take first and cement the knight. That is an option. What else do we have? What does he want? Bishop here. You know what? I'll prevent that. I don't like his bishop staying over there. We have a slightly better position. Omar Jusaba, Rogorhar. Yeah, guys, it's been a long time I haven't done any streams. The schedule was really harsh. a lot of competitions for my students, and it's a challenge. But even nowadays, one of the tournaments is going on. But today I had a bit more free time, so that I would just hop in and do the stream. Okay, bishop takes. Let's put the knight on d5. The bishop takes, I'll take it back. c3 coming up. By the way, I have a question. Could you please write it in chat if you are iOS or Android user, and if you see the screen, the chessboard well, or is it cropped at the end on the edges? Could you just please give me that information? g6. What does he want? He wants to escape. Then potentially look for f5 ideas, maybe. You can try c3 later, somewhere like b4. I'll try c3. It's a bit more stabilizing move, controlling the center well. Android, you can see the whole board, perfect. Artul Marjus, Bitnet. Need advice for 1100 ELO. Work on the calculation and do a lot of puzzles, guys. That's going to help you a lot. Okay, let's bring the queen up. Potentially knight g5 or b4 ideas. Android, you can see well. Who is back? Hi, Kay. How are you doing? Puzzles and puzzles, guys. For those who are asking for advices around 1000 rating range, you've got to work on it quite a lot. By the way, can anyone check it out how the stream is going on Facebook? If there is any live going on? For those who are following me there. I'm just curious, am I missing the comments there? I just tried it for the first time, or nobody writes anything there? I only see the ones on YouTube and TikTok. Needs to grow. Same here, okay. We are back. I'll try to do it a bit more frequently. I'm not sure about the next 10 days or so, how it's gonna be, but other than that, I'll be back. We managed to get 3000 in Blitz, Bullet, and Puzzles. And this is the last step. Oh, I received a message. Thanks, Cecil. Okay, seems like nobody was writing it. Not surprised. Okay, let's go b4. I need to open up the files. Why didn't you participate Esports World Championship? Well, I'm not good enough to play in this tournament. I wish, but I need to be better to play there. Hello, all the way from South Africa. Happy to see you here. Thanks for joining. C takes, I'll take back. At some point, b5 breakthrough is an option too. He goes up. He just claims that he genuinely doesn't care about it and maybe potentially is looking for f5 breakthroughs. How do we proceed further? Good question. I can try this and these. You know, I actually like this option. I need to somehow stabilize and put more pressure on his queen side. I think that move might help me a lot. Perfect! Kennedy, you've got a lot of in plus. I like it. Keep up the good work. Let's do it, King. Hello there. Okay, So maybe knight b6, rook c1, something along the c file. What is he going to do? Rook c8. Okay, so he's saying at least my rook is in action. Still feel like cementing the knight there would be beneficial for me. Let's go. Let's put the rook over here. It will be helpful. We can take it at some point, but I don't feel like it is mandatory to do it right now. We can try to play bishop d5 when the time is right, double up the rooks, etc. He has hard time generating the counterplay on the king side, and that's what we are using right now. Really heavily using this fact. See you around, K. Thanks for joining, man. Are you not afraid of the bishop here, and why? And not in this moment, because this bishop is not doing much. This one can get exchanged at any moment. And he has got some weak squares in the center. My knights aren't doing badly either, so... in this case, I'm not worried about the bishop here. In general, yes. Of course, it's something to worry about, because that kind of gives your opponent an edge, but not in this situation, I believe. Okay, rook e7. He's playing... I think it is time to harass the knight. What do you think, guys? We should take the steps already. If he takes, the plan is to capture with the knight with the pawn. They both look fine. I'll show you actually. Quite recently I've played a classical game, guys, like a few days ago. If you'd like to, I can show it to you as well. F5. We can actually try to just grab the pawn. What is he going to do about it? These bishops are doing nothing, man. I don't believe in it. I'll just take it, and I'll take these two. Don't believe in it. I'll capture. Thank you, Karim, for the follow, and thank you guys for sharing the live streams. I appreciate it. Takes f3. He has got a point. What if I take this guy? I think I have to. You'll probably capture on h3. More likely. I'm not sure, but... Oh, by the way, I could start with rook d6. That might have been a better one, but hang on. I'll play king h2. Let's attack the bishop. Will be helpful. I want to take this guy. Now let's take the queen. Probably he needs to capture. I'll take back. And just because he has a terrible bishop on g7, which is doing nothing, we should be winning easily. Otherwise, I could argue for the compensation, but not right here. Hi, Teo Mimo. Greetings. Yeah, his bishop on g7 kind of died badly. Do you consider yourself as much stronger than Levi? No, Levi is better than me. სხვაგან შორს ხორდი ისე კარგად საუბრობ ინგლისურად სახელი რომ არ წამიგითხა და ქართული არ მეგონა. გაუმარჯო სავთოიე. დიდი მადლობა კომპლიმენტისთვის. Let's go knight c8. Should we go pawn grabbing? The thing is that if I take it, is he going to somehow sneak in my pieces? I don't want to give away anything, but I still feel like I can take this pawn. Why you sacrifice the rook? Well, why not? We had enough, so... Now let's go queen c1. Let's go actually on e1. It also might be good. Hang on, let's think. Where do we move the queen? d1 is also an option, but there it is under attack, which I don't necessarily like. Okay, I'll try this, and then maybe potentially queen c6. That will do the job. Plus, because he's had the annoying threat of bishop f8, and I don't want to lose my knight, you know, so let's just move the queen away. No fear of the pain? No, because we have queen c1. It was just temporary pain. You almost screamed because you saw the rook hang. Yeah, that was a nice trick, guys, wasn't it? Hello, amateur chess player. Thank you guys for the gifts. d1 isn't better. No, actually, d1, he goes bishop b5, and I still remain under the pin. That's the reason why I chose c1. Yeah, it's in there. How are you doing, Marian? No fear of the... Oh, no. Not there. Not there, buddy. Okay, so queen c6 is on the way. How is he going to play? This I will take. That pawn should be decisive. Still a bit of play is left, but I don't think much, because how do you stop this guy? Do you stop that? With the rook alone, you can't do it. You need the bishop to go into one of the central squares like d4, but it's not happening anytime soon, I believe. You know, let's do the classic move. Give a check to force him to have the bishop back, because if the king goes, we have another one. I'll try this one. So now he's forced to go back, and he just resigned. Nice win! Nice win. Let's ask the rematch if he wants to. But he doesn't. I think he blocked us. Guys, we got blocked. Okay, let's check it out. By the way, the computer is very laggy. It's bad. .93 accuracy. We will check it out, and we will check out the previous game as well, guys, because I think there were some interesting highlights. By the way, can you see the screen well while doing the analysis, or is there anything cropped? Sorry, I keep asking these questions because it's a bit different design, and I want to make sure that it's all set. So I might ask a few times just to clarify. Let's call it Kramnik. What number are you ranked in the worldwide now? That's a good question. Right after the game, I will check it out. Stay tuned. I'm gonna send you a match you played in Sacrifices. Download. Oh, I don't accept the challenges. We can see the evil bar. We can see the evil bar. Okay, this is not something to worry about. I will tell you what was going on. Bishop d6 here. The structure is a bit strange, but playable, I would say. Here, something like h3. Bishop e6. Okay, let me check it out. So the catch here is to give up the dark squared bishop in order to control the d5 square, and we did it quite well. Knight d5, g6, c3 is the right time. I could technically chop off the bishops, but I don't get much. I think my knight on d5 is stronger. c3, queen d2, top line. So the plan is to go b4 at some point. I can't just stay and do nothing on the queen side. So it is mandatory to do something. b4 right away would lead to these exchanges, and at the end he can capture these and take on b4, so it's not so ideal. I played queen d2, h6, b4 was the right time. We went for a5, it is a correct move as well. We want to make sure that the knight jumps there, and then it's gonna be easier. You know, the original plan is to put the knight on b6, go for rook c1, cement the bishop on d5, and then double up over there. He has really hard time making any f5 work, because especially if the light squared bishops are exchanged, for those who play King's Indian structure, you're already aware that if these bishops are gone, it's just a done deal. So I played these, rook c1, here bishop d5 also is a correct move. So the general idea is, first of all, I attack the knight, and if he takes it, I was considering e takes or knight takes. Seems like knight takes is better. If he goes knight b8, this threat is over there and I can take the queen. By the way, remember this idea of rook c8? Just type plus, guys, if you're interested in checking out one of my recent classical games, which I played against the youngest international master in the world, Roman Shokzhiev. He's like 11 years old and feet above 2450. If you're interested, just type plus, and right after this and in other game, I will show it to you. And I'll tell you what happened too. So yeah, basically here I need to take it with the knight. And then I can just double up the rooks and do for something. Okay, so f5, takes, rook takes. That should be it. On the first glance, I looked at bishop takes h3, g takes h3, and here, and rook c8. Type plus, tell me what, that was a nice one, actually exactly with the queen sacrifice, but I sacrificed it myself, and the game ended up with a 99% accuracy for both of us. So yeah, that was quite a match. I think you should not miss it. Okay, I'll tell you behind the scenes as well what's going on. He took rook f3, g takes. Yeah, rook d6, remember I mentioned it briefly, but no, the engine doesn't understand it actually. I wish I could show you the engine lines. Or this is a weak engine. Yeah, it's depth 16, okay. So it's not as good. G takes f3 is the main line. Rook bishop h3, king h2 is a tricky move. I'm like waiting for him to take my rook. Also I activate the king. Takes rook c8, we take the queen, and the rest I think was nothing interesting. Queen c1 also a tough move. Well, I don't blame him actually that he blocked us. So this is also a quite nice looking move. If the king goes back, we give a check and we take it. Otherwise, if bishop g7, I'm just promoting and not giving him a chance to bring the bishop in action. Engine is confused. Yeah, this engine is weak. Okay, so this we got a nice win. I'll have a look at the previous game as well. Did he actually block us, or he's just playing the game and that's why we can't play? I don't know. Hopefully he didn't block. Ah, no, he started playing another game. My bad, he didn't block us, guys. And that one, we got... The first one, we got 96 point something, and here, I believe you guys had some questions. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what the engine gives. It's just too laggy, guys. It's visible on the stream too, I guess. Hardware რატო არ საუბრობ? ინგლისურ ენოვანი სტრიმებია და ამიტომ ბაჩო. Okay, so let's see. c4, c5. Here he chose a strange setup. Knight e1, by the way. I don't think I've seen knight e1 over there. So, hang on, knight c7, knight c6. Knight goes back. And, okay, I see that he's probably planning to go for bishop c6 to take it. But it seems like nothing major. It's not really good. Bishop d7, what was I supposed to do? Maybe some other option. But okay, let's see. Bishop d6. This was all normal. f5. We actually have got the advantage. This part was precisely played. We kicked the knight out. It still was supposed to be double exclamation mark. And no, this engine, we don't need exclamation mark for this kind of engines. We are doing better than that, guys. Queen h4, e3, knight b4 was the right time to jump over there. Okay. So that was actually a bad move to take on d3. It gives a blunder. Wow. Why don't I believe it, actually? Let it think. Bishop a8, rook a8, and what does it say? f3. And it evaluates as black is slightly better, but it's not enough. Actually, on this one, I agree with the engine. f3, I didn't pay attention as much. Galmorchos. Instead, knight d3, bishop c3. Yeah, actually, very fair point. Poor play by me. Rook h6, rook g6 coming up. That would have been a better shot, I would say. Sad. Yeah, we had this opportunity. Okay, so I took here, he went for a3, a mistake, queen d3, knight a1, queen c3, queen f6, strong move. I think there was a recommended move on queen g4 too, but I believe something like h3, I go back. I'm not sure, actually, either takes or king h2. I don't have enough time for this because he probably will just take it and go bishop d5 at the end, so queen f6, modest, classy move, trade it off, and call it a day. And there, he made a mistake, bishop f3, and soon after he resigned without giving us a chance to play knight d2. He noticed that there was a terrible fork, but yeah, I was supposed to play... He was supposed to play bishop g2. There I go, king f7, that was my plan. And I saw this one, king e7. And well, these pawns will count for something actually, and he doesn't have anything immediate, so we should be good to go. Okay, all set. And after that, he just resigns. Okay, these two games we have seen. There were some questions about my game with Gotham, right? I will show you guys. I had a game with him recently. Just a moment. I'll check it out. Gotham chess. It ended with a draw. Gotham chess. He has a Spanish flag for some reason. Don't know why. How to check? Yeah, here. Okay, look guys. 3000 rated, by the way. Levy is not joking around, you know. Okay, look what happened. I'll show you the game we played it recently. What is it? That the rating he has? Yeah, it's not... I'm not so proud of this game, but let's check it out for the content. With the youngest Grandmaster, I am going to show you as well, guys. He takes... So we play the French defense. I'm playing with the white pieces. This is a theoretical variation. Rook e1, bishop f5, d5, I go here. So it's just close to equal, nothing like special, moving the pieces back and forth. Now it seems like I've got the advantage, and I just missed the, unfortunately, knight e6 move, which would have given me decent play. I just developed the queen and went for this endgame. Endgame, it's still part of the middle game. And it objectively just looks equal, you know, nothing, just we trade the pieces off and nothing major, but it's still a game, you know. He has 3-on-2 on the flank, I also have the same. And I outplayed him in the endgame. This is equalish endgame. Why does he have a Spanish flag? No idea. But this is the problem, guys. So basically this already is better for white, because he has got the weak pawns. And I was just in time. Knight e6 or knight h5, both of them are coming. I can defend the b2 pawn, and probably you're wondering, okay, but what is that? Like, it just seems to be over. And yeah, I'm taking the bishop. So that should be it, right? I take, f7, captures knight f7, and what could save him there? I have 37 seconds also. King c3 is such a sneaky move. The threat is a2. It's very much bullet style. I go here, and he goes h5. And here I made a terrible mistake, apparently, which gave away the game. I couldn't do anything anymore. So there are a few ways to win, but this one is the cleanest. And let's say when he tries to go on this direction, he can't just hang around there because the pawn is not getting promoted. I get enough time to capture the pawn. Let's say king d4. I can just go here, king here, even h4, this, and the catch is that he cannot go after the pawn. I'm kind of waiting. He's in Zugzwang. I take the pawn and it's finished. Played knight e5, thought that it was all fine and I could do it from this angle. I cannot, because he's in time to grab the pawn. This is a draw. Yeah, that was bad. I can't do anything. If I push, he has king f5. Otherwise, king f3 is a threat. I've got to play knight e5, and he goes king f4, and that's it. He takes the pawn. So it ended with a draw, but that is not important game. Let me show you over the board. I'll pop up the tournament with watch events, Abu Dhabi Masters. Abu Dhabi. 1 minute. I'll tell you guys, it was crazy how I ended up there. Are you ready to hear the story? Games. Come on. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so basically, I went to the opening ceremony in Abu Dhabi Masters. This is an amazing event which gets hosted yearly, and there are too many good grandmasters coming up, and so on. I have students which I trained for this competition, and the day before I came from Saudi Arabia, actually the same morning, didn't get much rest, prepared 8 of my students, and I'm like, okay, I'll just show up on the opening ceremony, see how things are, because I'm working in Abu Dhabi Chess Club. So after I saw that the opening ceremony, I'm about to leave the playing hall. And at that time, one of the organizer comes to me, which is working in my chess club too. is the manager is asking me if I can play against one of the players. Said I'm not signed up, I don't want to play, and it's gonna be exhausting, like 8 students, not enough rest, etc. So I said, why should I play? So the thing was that one of the player, which I'm checking right now, the one which plays with the white pieces, Akram Poder, apparently he had issues with the visa and he could not go to the game. This is common. It happens that some of the players might get pluses in the first round, but the issue is that this player which plays with the black pieces, Roman Shokzhiev, he's famous worldwide. I figured it out later, after the game is finished, that he's the youngest international master in the world, the age of 11, and he's trying to become the youngest grandmaster in the world. And if he gets a plus in the first round, since his opponent is not showing up, he gets literally 0 chance of fighting for the North. This is how the rules are on FIDE, that if someone just doesn't show up out of 9 games, you just have no chance whatsoever to score it, which is quite bad. So it's a good lesson for Akram that if you don't show up in the tournament, you need to inform the organizers. But as far as I am aware, he actually informed the organizers and they just didn't make changes. I'm not exactly sure which one is right on that regard, but if you are going to play the competition, but at the end something happened and you need to withdraw, always inform the organizers, because such occasion can happen and it actually damages their reputation. So the mother of this player, or whoever plays with Black Roman, was claiming that she was going to call the police and do the complete mayhem, basically, for having such situation. It was unfair, and I would absolutely agree on that regard, actually. They came from far away, and also it's very time sensitive. He's trying to score the norm. It's not like he has it guaranteed, but when you have no option anymore, it just really sucks because someone didn't show up. And I was like, okay, I will play. So I sat on the board and started playing the game. Just one thing. The one which you see, Akram, this is basically me. I started with c4, so we are playing this variation, English, knight f3. By the way, bear in mind that the accuracy of this game from my side was 99.1%, and from his side was 99.2%. I'm so tired of playing this event. Last year I have played it, and I've got 2 times 98 and once 99% accuracies, and I couldn't win a single game against such players. So we started playing. He already felt revealed that he has got an opponent. And we played this structure, bishop b2, knight c6, d4. Obviously no preparation included from either of our side. That makes sense. And we ended up in this structure, where the pieces got exchanged a bit earlier, but he goes there. Now I kind of feel like he might be okay to make a draw as well. By the way, the funny thing is that I know who he is because of the rating and title I see it. When there are like some badges that you see it next to the player's name. But on mine, he has absolutely no clue. He sees that some random neighbor literally joined the tournament, decided to play. And funnily enough, I had the VIP badge for the tournament too. And it's like, since I'm part of the organizer, just randomly he would just win in like few moves and that's gonna be it. During the game, I felt that he was a bit annoyed by the moves I was making. Either he wanted to say that I was cheating, probably, or he didn't know basically what my rating was. When I informed him about it mid-game, he was like, okay, it's all set, and he just continued playing. But it was a very strange moment during the game. So I played rook c2. Hello everyone. Hi Mohammed. Are we back? Time to time I'll do the streams during the event, and after that we are back officially. Can you repeat that rule of winning by default? If one of your opponent doesn't show up throughout the 9 games and you get a plus, you cannot score the norm anymore. Even if you win all games, it just doesn't. And if you beat Magnus Carlsen in every single game, FIDE has this rule. If out of 9 games, minimum 1 plus you get, you cannot score the norm. And this is what was happening because the player with the white color was not going to come. So I played rook c2, he goes queen e7, rook d2. You do look like crowning. Here we go, you see? This must be a very strong permanent you're scoring. And no, it's common. No, Tio Mimo, it's not about that. Actually, my games are like that specifically, and my opponents. If you check out the other games, it is completely different. You can just call it a luck, maybe, but like 4 games out of 4 the same. Come on, it's enough is enough. So I go rook d2. I see that knight c6 is an interesting option as well, but I don't believe in the outcome later because queen d4, I'm calculating this variation mid-game. I'm attacking 2 of this, but after f6, what do? If I capture it, he takes, I, let's say, go here, and I hated this move, queen c5. So when the queens get traded, I think I'm just losing something along the b file, and that's just not gonna work. If I try to take on b7, I think it was queen c6 if I'm not mistaken, and I am just losing an exchange, and most likely game as well. So I was like, okay, let's go back. This just doesn't work, otherwise it's a lot of exchanges, so I decided to go rook d2. As you noticed, I spent quite a lot of time. I think you can see the times as well. Yes, you can. So I went for rook d2, because here is the catch. If I get enough time to play knight b5, it's already game over. Knight f5 is a threat as well. I'm attacking the queen and the bishop at the same time. So he goes knight d4. We take bishop d4. And there are few threats. Take on g7, take on a7. But most importantly, his move rook c1 should be considered. And he thought for quite a long time, actually, almost 20 minutes, and decided to go for it regardless. Because I don't believe he had any other good move, he's just losing something. It's like kind of forced to go for it. I took it, takes it, and rook c1. And we end up in this interesting endgame, which is really hard to evaluate. Engine gives equal, dead equal. Salam giju. Ai ხანდახან შემოვალ ხოლმე სტრიმებზე ნიკოლას. ცოტა მძიმე განრიგი მქონდა და ეხლა დავბრუნდები. Palmo, join us in the academy. And what is going on in this endgame? I have got rook and bishop for the queen. Yes, I am down materially, but I see that I'm going to take one of the pawn. So materially it will be even. But it's tough to judge and assess such position, what is going to happen later. And he made a practically strong decision by playing rook c8. If he doesn't, I am more interested of playing rook c7 and take both of the pawns and potentially the bishop rather than just one of the pawn over there. So he went for rook c8, I took it. I thought for quite some time to go for rook d1 or not. And the catch is that after these two make the exchange, if he takes it with the pawn to go bishop c5 and try this, but I thought that maybe it's better to keep the two bishops. So I took, and I took on a7. There, I think he made a strong move, queen c7, which is a must. If you give me enough time to play bishop b6, the things are getting really messed up. So he goes queen c7. Now he actually threatens to go for queen c1. I don't have enough time to move my bishop away because he gives a check and just simply chops off my rook. So I've got to do something immediate. And now I play the strong move, bishop e3. What's the catch? My plan, oh, by the way, not right away b6, because I have bishop b8 and I can still survive, but at some point he wouldn't mind playing b6 either. So I go for bishop e3, and my plan is to maneuver the rook on the c file, pick the queen out from there, and start marching the pawns forward. The good news about it is that my king is absolutely safe, I don't have any weaknesses, his bishop is bad, and materially is equal. So I actually thought that this position was better for white. Now looking at the engine, it just says zeros. But you know that for the engine, some of the tough positions to play is still enough for them and they can just sit and simply play it. So here he goes for, he was playing the valet at first. Yeah, he actually tell me when he really thought that he was playing against some random guy. From the street, literally, like I just joined like that. Rook d1, now it's time to go for it. By the way, queen c1 wasn't doing anything because I go bishop f1 and the threat of rook d8 is still there and he actually needs to go back, that's the only move. So, because with the check I'm also attacking the queen, that wouldn't really have helped him at all. I was planning to play bishop f4 first and then this. Okay, long story short, f6, rook here. And now bishop d7, I go a4. a4 is, I think, a quite nice looking move. So what is my goal? I want to go rook c1. Of course he's going to play bishop c6, take it, and get a chance to create a passed pawn, and if I can get to a6 and a7, it's just finished. He's not going to survive there anymore. I was wondering about rook c1 to start with it, but the bad part of it is that he has got queen a5 as a move candidate, and he actually goes after my pawns without me having enough time. That's why I start with a4 and I'm waiting for the right time. He goes bishop c6, obviously top engine move, rook c1, and queen d6, top engine move as well. Why queen d6 is important? If you play a random move like h5, apart from me having an option of playing b4, I can also take it, then push b4, and you actually cannot stop this pawn march. So he goes for queen d6 right away, so after the trade in a5, by the way, it's a grave mistake to allow me to put the pawn all the way to a7, because he just stops the clock after that. He's just resignable. But he found such a nice defense, queen a3. I can't really take this one and allow him to capture. Actually, for a minute I thought about it, to go for this, but I cannot win it because he captures this and it's just a draw. With the b pawn standing on b3, I can't really make a progress. So he goes for queen a3 and I go b4. That's a good looking move. This bishop is a hero, is protecting everything all together. Now the pawn is guarded, and if you give me enough time, I'll be happy to take this pawn and march mine forward. So if the queen takes, I just win the game. You know, the pawn gets to a7, then like a regular move, and it's just GG. That's why he found here queen a4. And surprisingly, I cannot make a progress there anymore. There's no b5, no a6, I can't reroute the rook normally to get from this direction to go with a6. My plan was to activate the king, put it into a good square, so then I can move the rook and do the lift and so on. But f3 just doesn't work because he has enough time to take it. And unlike last time after a3, he has got queen a3, and I don't have time for a7 because the bishop is hanging. So I was like, okay, I'll start with bishop c5. I have a lead in time as well, as you can see, 28 minutes versus 8. And at that time, I firmly believed that there was an increment after 40 moves. But apparently not. So I played bishop c5, stabilize it, and my plan is to bring the king up, which will already help me to activate the rook. He starts marching the pawn forward, which is absolutely correct direction. He must open up my king somehow, otherwise I have a very clear plan. Sooner or later this is gonna come. You're Akram? Yes, that's me basically, in the game. So I played f3, g5, king f2. It is a very smart decision to do. And now my plan is to finally bring the rook in. King on f2 looks amazing. No checks will be from this diagonal, not from here, not from here. And the only square what he has got is h1. But I cannot just move the rook away and keep this guarded. So I went for e5, rook c3. It's the right time to bring the rook in. It's just kind of a must. And whenever I go here, he goes for g4. King f7, sorry. Rook d3 and g4. Well, I can't allow him to take this and open up the second rank, so I just take it and go for rook d8. And I'm saying, okay, you know what? My threat is rook a8, a6, a7, and I can push the pawn forward. He needs to find some options of giving me checks, otherwise it's just over, right? He actually thought he's playing the guy from the streets. That's the main thing, though. So after rook d8, queen a1. No, I gave him the information, that's the thing, during the game, because I felt really bad for him. Then I played rook a8 and he goes queen h1. And now what is his threat? He's going after my king. Queen h2 is there. I cannot really push the pawn forward because at the end he has got this, and I don't know, like he will have perpetual checks. Like my pieces are not that perfectly placed. Even though I've got a hero over there which is covering up the g1 as well, just in case black's pawn decides to go forward, it's still. Anyhow, after that I went for rook h8, thought that, you know what, I'll keep the pawn protected for now, because I've got this a6, a7 coming up in any case. So he goes queen a1 and rook h4. If he doesn't do that, by the way, I just keep progressing, and this is not going to help him at all, because my king actually is just getting there, and it's so dangerous for him because the pawn already will be on a7. So just one mistake in the checks and it's just over. So right there, he goes queen a1, rook h4, and he goes f5. And now I played rook h6. We are both low on time. He has a bit less, of course. I kept going, and it was such a nice move, king g7, because if I take it, now he goes there, and I still cannot do anything. He still takes on h2, and he keeps this, and I cannot make a progress. I was calculating consistently this variation, but he always finds a way to do something. He gives checks, and basically even if the pawn is there, he still makes a draw. So I'm like, okay, I will wait for the right time, wait for him to bring the king up, play bishop e3. So now I have got this move. He's forced to bring, but the queen is just so much tied down. Even if he tries to take this, I have a6, a7, he doesn't want to. And I thought that now I'm gonna give a check, and I will take now. And the difference is at least the bishop stands on e3, and if in case he goes for these checks, there is no queen f4 anymore. This was just my thinking process, we are so low on time. But if I take it, again, I just can't do anything, and I cannot come back because of f4. I don't know from where this defense came from in the seconds actually, but he does defend it. I have nothing. So I'm like, okay, I cannot do it. So let's go for plan G at this point, that I will keep the rook there and I'll finally trade the H pawn into the G pawn, and then I will get back to go after the pawn. Sounds like a plan, because I have all the time in the world. I gave this check. I just moved around a little bit, shuffled. He didn't get tricked. He played all precisely. And now I go h3. I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to trade the pawns off. And then I will go back for the same idea. He takes it. By the way, look at the time, like 34 seconds. He made the move on 4 seconds. Now 32. He made the move on 2 seconds on the clock. But he does deliver the best moves. And that's the most annoying part. He plays queen a3. Like, okay, I'm gonna play rook h4, then I will try to go there, maybe rook c5, and actually it's a different story now. It's not clear anymore. By the way, I still don't have rook h6 because of f4, and I can't make a progress. Rook h4, he goes f4 on 4 seconds, and it's by far the best move. Why? Because after I take it, he takes this, and if I push the pawn forward, he has got queen a5. Unlike in the previous situation, when I go a7, he goes c5. And he takes the a7 pawn. I'm like, are you serious? We're talking about the seconds, and that's the only shot in this position to try. So that's why I could not go for rook h4 and this whole sequence. And I can't put the bishop here because of f4. No, this is not just the defense, guys. Actually, in my games, for some reason, it's always like that. Bear in mind, we're playing 99% accuracy. So I lifted the rook up. He pushed. We traded. I still went for this. And now I'm like, okay, there's not much to do. I had two choices. Either I need to go rook h5. And after queen a7, I take queen e5. I'm gonna take another pawn as well, but this is a draw. This I know that it is a theoretical draw. He can play these. I'm gonna take this one. Basically, with the bishop, I cannot make a progress. I don't know if you have seen it, but Magnus Carlsen, when he played against Jan Nepomniachtchi during their World Championship match, it was the longest game in the history of World Championship matches. Magnus had a knight, rook and 2 pawns versus queen. Objectively, it is a draw, but he ended up winning it. Do you remember that game, guys? So I'm getting in the similar situation, but with the bishop. And bishop is bad to have in this case because he covers up the light squares only and he can fight from that ways. Knight is better to have in this occasion. So I'm like, okay, I know that this is a theoretical draw. I have a little time on the clock, so how about I actually take it? And how is he going to... Because this is a tricky one though. I try to press the pawn forward. Let's say just one slip. Just one slip. And I already go for the winning endgame territory, you know? And the pawn is just too dangerous. The guy plays king f6. I thought of two moves. Either I need to go rook e4 or rook h6. If I go rook h6, king f5, and I've got no moves, the rook is just stuck. This is defended, and he just moves the queen, centralizes a bit more. I played rook e4. The threat is obvious. I'm really planning to go forward. So I'm thinking if he goes for this, I'm going to play this. By the way, it's very, very difficult already, you know. Eventually, I'm going to make a progress of these, and the queen still stays there and is waiting until the pawn pushes. And he plays the top-notch move, queen b7. And I can't push it because there is this. He calculated that bishop g5 also doesn't work because he takes it. I give a check. e7, but this endgame is a draw. And after queen b7, I cannot play this because he has king f5. So I have to bail out. I cannot stay on this. Played rook c4, took this, but he found the perpetual already. This is already a draw, and here we just... I didn't play king e4, it just detects it like that. You know, I just put the king on e4 because we agreed on a draw. Played king e3, and we made a draw. You know, sometimes, you know, you just... It doesn't matter how hard you try, you know. I've played that kind of game. Every single game I've played in this tournament ends up with a 99% accuracy and this kind of draws. What else can you do? Like, you put him in time trouble, you sacrifice the queen against the kid especially, you put him in pressure throughout the whole game instead of exchanging and just trying to do this. The kid just finds, like, which kind of defenses? Look at that. And then he tries this one, he finds these ideas. On the seconds, by the way, gives up the pawn, no problem, finds f4 when it matters the most, with all the precision calculation actually, and it's just a draw. You know what's the funny thing? This kid is really good, but I don't want to show you the other games, what he did. You will be disappointed. Just only when I play, it's the game of the career of people, actually. I'm that serious, though. What is the idea Jan missed against Magnus? He just got tired. He missed some basic thing, actually. What a game. Rachteb. Es ars oratari dafixirებული თეთრებით მე ვთამაშობ. Thank you guys for the follow. No, I told him during the game what my elo was. You played against Chobao over the board? No. Are you coaching as well? Yes, I do the coaching. Sign up on my academy, guys, for those who are interested in that, of getting almost unlimited amount of material. ModernChess.academy, the link is in the bio. You will get it. Really, really good offers. Yeah, and then you check out the games and you're like, huh, okay, next game, maybe some blunder or something like that. Really, obviously, I'm very happy with the performance, what I had. But come on, it's like, for how long? How many times? It should have a level, right? Where it stops. Is this over the board? Yeah. არ ვიცი დიმა, მაგრამ ნუ რა, სასწაული იქნა ბავშვმა რა. So yeah, guys, that was the story. That was the story which I had recently. My pleasure. My pleasure. Okay, let's just keep playing then. No, I played... No. I ended up as a neighbor joining and I cancelled myself too. Like, immediately I withdrew. Help a game I've played and help me analyze it. Yuto, I don't offer this during the streams, but if you'll be part of the academy, not on every game obviously, but time to time I can help giving you suggestions. Just check out the link and sign up. I have over 300 videos, guys, 26 courses, openings, middle games, end games, weekly training program, how to prepare against your opponent during the competitions, and a lot of things. For people above 800 rating on chess.com, it will fit your level well, all the way up to 2600 rapid, what will be good. Actually, 2800 even will be good as well. So have a look. Kingslayer India 2026. Okay. Let's see. E4. Luca just joined us. Luca, what's up, man? Say hi. Knight f3, let's go with d6. Let's play the Sicilian. Takes. Knight f6. Yeah, it was a nice one. Knight c6. And I've got a lot, and the first one, and by the way, all these, what I mentioned is just for $10 per month, only for the first 100 members. Afterwards, it will be minimum double the amount of price for joining the group, guys. So please sign up quickly until things will go differently. And you can check the details about the VIP membership on the website. The link is in the description. Luca, what's up? No, I'm more than happy to take this. This is a chess comp now, wherever we play. Oh. Come, look. Come say hi. He's thinking what to do now. Go bishop g7, make a castle. Castle over there. Rook d1. Actually, we can try queen b6. Should be legit. Come. Takes, I'll take it back. What is Luca's rating? Luca's rating is already 3000. He's just supporting us to get there. Well, we've got quite a nice pawns. I have a feeling this move should be wrong. Let's say I go b5. Bishop b3. We do have some options now. I think I need to use it wisely. How about we push the pawn forward, say hi to this knight. We need it. Where does he go? He might get trapped over there. Still goes. Go bishop a6. Let's say, what is he going to do? So if we attack, might just go for... No, let's just include that move. I think it will just help us. Wait and see a look. Okay, I get it. Thank you guys for the follow. So if I go there, he's planning to come back. Keep attacking, he goes there. What if? Prevent it. That's gonna be legit. Okay, what are you going to do? E5. So you give up the knight. You gave up on your hopes, is it? Let's say bishop b5, pawn and take it back. I don't want to give him much. Oh, let's just take the knight. Pawn takes, pawn takes. Bishop is a bishop. It's a heavy price to pay. Yeah, this rook b8 was a clean move, not letting him to escape. I'm not too worried about his rook coming down the road. We can handle it. Yes, we're gonna take any back rank issues. Nope, nothing like that. I'll take it. Keeps going. How do we play this? First, I think this bishop just looks better on b5. Okay, later, he wants to get on this 7th. He really does. We can try at some point something like that, or if there is a better and fancier option, I have this idea. And try this as well. I believe if I just control it should do the job. I just don't want it. There he goes b5. That's not the case, but if I take it, or his threat is just to capture. What if I take asking it's a free pawn, I'm gonna take it. Good news that he has got no rook moves. Right time to activate the king. What do you think, guys? Yeah, I don't want to be threatened all the time. I don't want to be in danger. I want to be the danger itself, you know. Now we can move the rook. Works out well. Bring it to action. Do something. He didn't take it because we had this check and rook f1 and winning the rook, so it goes down, but it doesn't help him either. Thank you, Artin, for the follow, and Emil for sharing the live stream. Thank you, Emil. And he resigns. One rematch if he wants to. King Slayer India 2026. Interesting name. He does accept it. Let's go if everybody is playing Sicilian today though. Here I'll go on e3. I do rematch. Now in this game, why not? Let's play this. Knight c3. I believe a3 is the move here. He just went back. All right. Now let's two. Here, what do I do? say here I'm going to go cancel. B5. Do we take on D5? Knight D5. I think we should capture it. And he goes this direction. What's next? He wants to go D4. Knight B5, bishop B6. I'm not so sure actually. He's got some weird options available. But I think regardless we need to go for it, some kind of bishop d3, queen f4, etc. And just keep going. Thank you, Paula Lukman, for the follow. Welcome on board. Yeah, Luca is telling me the moves. Yeah, that is usually a good thing. I have a feeling that my opponent has cheated. Of course, I will not be accepting the match. But otherwise, I usually accept. I can put it here or here. Let's go on f4, will be preferable. Okay, I'll put the knight on d4 square. Think about it, kind of why not? On d6 I really wanted to, but there was bishop c7 annoying me, so let's choose this direction. Right, he goes there. Maybe bishop d3. Okay, let's just develop the bishop. Are we interrupting something? Okay, what should we do now? I have the feeling that my opponent is becoming stronger, so what do we do at the times? Let's go bishop e3. Thank you, Arvin, for the follow. Could you give me advice to reach 1500? Yusuf, sign up on the academy. need to go on this direction. Yeah, let's go. It's not like we've got many other options, so. Thank you, Yusuf, for the follow. Hi, David. So cute. Thank you. Amorjus Guga. Argat madloba tavad. Okay. Takes it. I'll take back the knight. If the knight takes d4, we are ready to capture it. So we're good to go there. So we're planning to bring the rook in as well. I think all the danger at the moment is gone. At least that's how it feels like. Let's say I go back. This knight isn't doing anything over there in any case, so goes knight takes d4, I'll take it back to the knight. H3. Take g3. Maybe. Okay. Luka just left us. He didn't want to stay for a long time. Okay, let me see. Bishop g4. Hang on. I definitely have got some problems. I think it's time to cash out. International Master. Let's bring the rook here, overprotect knight f2, and maybe we can potentially try this too. I have the whole 4 actually on my face, even on my hands. Actually, I'll just turn off the music for now, because it's getting annoying. Okay, what do we do now? How about I kick this guy out? We have a big time disadvantage. ძალიან კარგი გუგა. ქართულენოვანი თუ გინდათ, მაშინ ჭადრაკი.com აკრიფეთ და თუ ინგლისურენოვანი ლინკი აღწერაში. Okay, let's go with g4. It was really time to press on that. No, I mean, objectively speaking, I've got a worse position. Or maybe equal-ish. But let's see. Depends on how he plays. But this game, he definitely played better than the previous one, no doubt. Congrats, Palmuzi. Happy birthday. So we attack this one, and we want to play knight f5. See what he does. მერდენ იქნება სტრიმები. აა, აი შემდეგი ერთი კვირის განმავლობაში ზუსტად არ ვიცი. ვეცდები რომ ხშირად იყოს, მაგრამ აი მაგის მერე უეჭველად ხშირად იქნება. Let's go with h4, potentially h5, rook c7. I'm not so sure about. Looks a bit passive to me. სულებს გთხოვთ, ნუ დამიწერთ კონკრეტულ პოზიციაში. არ გვინდა არასწორად გაგვიგონ მოწინააღმდეგე, ასე რომ გთხოვთ თავი შეიკავეთ. სულები არასდროს დაწეროთ ჩატში. კონკრეტული პოზიციის. პირველ რიგში პატივი უცეთ მოწინააღმდეგეს, პირველ რიგში საკუთარ თავს და მერე მოწინააღმდეგეს. Let's go knight f5. ეგეთ რამეს არ ვიკადრებთ. Bishop takes f5, we will take it back with the rook. Yeah, now his pawns are a bit weakened actually. Hang on, he started to play worse and worse. დახმარება გამოდის, კი ბატონო. ზუსტად მივხვდით. How do we do now actually? A strange but strong looking move, I believe. Let's just go with g5. Attack the knight, he goes there. I think I'll try this. Let's just have it guarded. Like I messed up something. Let's see. Take this one. I need it. არა, მაგაზეც არ არის დამოკიდებული რა. რა არის, იცით? მერე უყურებენ სტრიმებს, ხალხი წერს თუ არა სულებს და ასე შემდეგ და იქნებ არ არის 1000 რეიტინგი, იქნებ მაღალ რეიტინგი, იქნებ ვიღაცა კომპიუტერი თუ უყურებს, ხო ხდები, ძალიან ბევრი იქნება არის რა და ეგრევე შარში ხდები, ხო ხდებით, ანუ უბრალოდ არ მიღირს რა. გთხოვთ, უბრალოდ ნუ დაწერთ სულებს. და რეიტინგიც არ უნდა გქონდეთ, რაცაც არ უნდა ფიქრობდეთ კონკრეტულ პოზიციაში, არასდროს არ დაწეროთ სულები რა. Okay, let's push the pawn forward. I'm just worried about my time. I have the floor all over my face and მე როგორ უნდა გავარჩიო ვის რამდენი აქვს რეიტინგი რა, თან თამაშობ ხო ხდებით და კონცენტრაციაში ძალიან მიშლის ხელს რა და ანუ ძალიან ისეთი ვარიანტი სწორად გამიგეთ რა, გთხოვთ, თუდად არ გაიგოთ, უბრალოდ დაფიქრდით აი ეს ჩემი გადმოსახედიდან როგორი სანახავია რა. Let's go 93. If takes it, I'll take it back with the rook, and we will just keep. See you around. Have a nice party. არაუშავს, კაცო რას ბოდიშობ. თავია რომ შემდეგისთვის გავითვალისწინოთ. 93, we take it back with the rook. Here, let's go there. I want checkmate. See how he does it. The thing is, they have this move followed by h5 too. So maybe he's not going to like what is coming now. Because at the end, I'll be able to grab the piece. Will I not? Ah, damn it. I shouldn't have allowed it probably, but I still can do it, can't I? Let's attack the knight and go for h5 regardless. I think the bishop, I'm taking it either way. But no, maybe not. Hang on. Wait. Time check. Maybe Let's capture. I'm just too low on time. Try to speed up. Let's look in. So he trades. There, gotta move up. We're both attacking each other's kings. Here. Check. I'll go. Oops, maybe. I misclicked actually. Damn it. I just misclicked it. Rook f6. But this game he played significantly better. There is no doubt about it. I will check it out, the precisions actually, guys. But I have a bad suspicion about this guy. That's serious. Look at that. Just look at that. Unbelievable. %, a cheater, I think. This is called cheating, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have any doubt? Just tell me in the comments if you think he was cheating or not. Just yes or no. I'll be right back. %. James status árapére pitämässä turniirista now. This is something what really frustrates people, you know? So, like, I felt it during the game as well, a bit earlier. He played significantly stronger than the previous game. Look at that, just. I don't know if I mentioned it during the game, but like here, d5 is a correct move. This is logical. I mean, not that insane. Oh, timings. Knight b5, bishop b6 here. a6 a correct move. Basically, all moves are top notch. Come on, man. Get out. You're not that guy. And here, like, very precisely, classy way, everything. I messed up something, though. By the way, knight f6. What is knight f6 here? What is knight f6? Whose mind comes knight f6 in this position? Guys, look at that. როგორც ვიცი 2500 თუ ერთხელ მაინც დადე მოთხოვნა შეგვიძლია 2500 და კიდე ორი ნორმა მჭირდება ერთი მაქვს. ხოთ ნულ გასპამავთ რა ჩატში. What was that, guys? Huh? Knight f6. Unbelievable, though. Top move. A human doesn't come up with, like, I just played this knight f5, playing is h5, and you just go back and putting the knight into g5 and h5? I was supposed to play bishop e2, apparently. Get this part. How do I trap it? Ah, okay, I need to play h5 right away, guys. That's the case. That's the case, yeah. Because now he escaped. And here we are I'm just too low on time to do something. I'm curious how accurate these moves are. Yeah, it's just lost. And 5 seconds, 6 seconds on each move. He spotted and he goes bishop. Get out, man. Like here, look at that. Look at that. Look. The guy sees that rook a1 check, understandable. Here he takes it and he calculates that after c4 he has got this check with bishop a4. And there is no problem whatsoever with any of these moves. Like I have got rook f7, b3, everything, and he sees it in like, how long did he spend? 6.7 seconds. And it is the same guy, apparently, instead of misclick, that was actually the best move. I'm just lost. He has got this rook c1. Takes, and he found that he has these options, okay. And look now. Just look now. Started playing himself. Unbelievable. Even dropped the rook away. Look what he's doing. I knew that he was going to blunder the bishop here too, actually. I took it. Yeah, well, that was unexpected. I suspect some. At least we will just figure out later if there was something or not. Okay, guys, that's all for today. Thank you everyone for joining. Magnus Carlsen also is here. Hello, Magnus. Welcome on board. Just a moment, guys. Let's analyze the game. First game. First game. My bad. Wait, I didn't analyze the first game, did I? Hang on. Let's check the first game. And we're talking about the same person, okay? Let's have a look. ჩვენ მხრიდან გუგა პატივისცემა იქნებოდა. ეხლა ისინი თუ მაიმუნობენ, რა ვქნათ, ჩვენს ზე ვართ პასუხისგებელი. Okay, so here guys, how do you evaluate this position? Hello, Anas. Thanks for joining. Okay, so now he just gave up the dark squared bishop. That's objectively bad. He shouldn't really give it up, at least that easily. Queen b6. The game is just lost already. Like b4, I played correctly. Bishop a6, rook b8. Yeah, I really wanted to go for bishop b5 and then capture the knight. And possibly, but there he goes knight b6, and then he has got this knight c4 at the end, so I can't do much. Let's say I will go rook a7, etc. I can grab the b2 pawn later, but it's not enough. So let's say I go rook b8, e5, and here we're just taking the piece. Rook a7 is a good move, takes king f8, top move as well. Yeah, here there is not much going on. Anyhow, let's have a look where we are in standings. Did we pass Hikaru or not? Hopefully we did. Let's see, rapid. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially in top 5 for the first time in the history on chess.com. We are in top 5. We just surpassed Hikaru. Have a long way to 3,000, but we will try. Today is a historical day, ladies and gentlemen. What a comeback! We got 3,000 in Blitz, Bullet, and Puzzles, and now we need to push for the Rapid. Because look, I'll show you. We've got... So we have got in Bullet 3,000, Blitz, Puzzles, and now we have Rapid left. Do you think we can make it, guys? Just out of curiosity. No one has ever had 3,000 though. First, let's try to get 2850. But if I will end up with this kind of cheaters, it's gonna be a really big challenge actually to do something, you know? Really, really difficult task. Congrats, thank you. Stuck at 1700 for 2 months. Join us in the academy, guys. For those who are looking for the guidance, just pay attention to the link in the bio and sign up. You will get a really limited deal, but if you don't grab it right now, the prices are gonna skyrocket. So use the momentum and sign up shortly. Så går det rating. Don't they ban cheaters? Well, they do, obviously. But some of them are using it wisely, and it's difficult to detect them, you know. Okay, All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your support. That is going to be it for today. And Omar, sign up in the academy. And I'll see you maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I'll see basically. For the next 1 week is going to be a bit messed up situation, but after that I'll be back and I'll get back. Самите си историја шарко. Okay, see you around. Cheers. Take care, guys. Thank you.